In this video, we're going to demonstrate the most common manual loading procedure for a 35mm film camera. Some cameras may vary slightly, so please do check your camera manual if you're unsure. 35mm cameras can be manual or auto loading. Here we will cover manual loading. There are numerous types of 35mm film available, such as black and white, colour negative, and colour reversal, as well as more specialist films like infrared. 35mm film comes in either 24 or 36 exposure rolls. All film has a speed rating too, so in addition you have the choice of various speeds of 35mm film. Speed is a measurement of how much light is needed to make a usable image on light-sensitive material such as film. In other words, a measure of sensitivity. You may see this on the packaging as a number called ISO, which is sometimes also referred to as ASA. Before you load the film into the camera, take a note of the speed of the film and the number of exposures. Some cameras can read the details, or DX coding, from the film automatically, but for many you have to adjust this setting yourself. To do this, turn the camera film speed dial on the top of the camera until the required ISO is selected. Here you will see that it lines up with the red line on the edge of the dial. Now you are ready to load your film. Open the back of the camera. To do this, pull upwards on the rewind knob of the camera and the back door should pop open. Place the film canister in the left-hand recess inside the camera, with the film trailing out to the right. If you have difficulty slotting the film canister into place, you may need to pull up on the rewind knob a little more so that the top spigot is out of the way. Once the film canister is in place, push down on the rewind knob so that the top spigot holds it firmly. Pull the film gently from the canister and across the back of the camera. Note that the film spool on the right-hand side has slots in it. You will need to firmly insert the tail of the film into one of these slots. Now turn the film advance lever fully and you will see the spool turn, wrapping the film around it as it goes. The holes of the film should also be lined up with the sprockets just to the left of the loading spool. Never force the lever. If it doesn't move, ensure you have released the shutter first. Repeat advancing the film one more time to ensure it is secured firmly on the spool. Now you can shut the back door of the camera, making sure it has firmly snapped shut. You need to now advance the film that has been exposed in the light when the camera back was open, so you are ready to shoot. You should see the rewind knob turning each time you advance the film too. Release the shutter and use the film advance lever until the film exposure count reads 0. Now you are ready to shoot. Once you have finished shooting your film, you will see that the film exposure counter reads either 24 or 36, depending on the length of the film you loaded. It may read slightly over this, as there is often a little bit of extra film at the end of the spool. You will also not be able to release the shutter or move the film advance lever anymore. Now you are ready to wind the exposed film back into the film canister on the left-hand side and unload it. First, you must push in the film release button on the base of the camera. Sometimes this release button can be located elsewhere on the camera, so please consult your camera manual if you're unsure. Now you will be able to wind the film rewind knob in the direction of the arrow. If it appears stiff, do not force it. Instead, recheck that the film release button is fully pushed in. You could snap your film if you force the lever. Keep rewinding the film until you feel the rewind knob suddenly becomes loose as the film releases from the right-hand spool. Continue to turn the rewind knob a few more times to ensure your film has fully wound back into the canister. Pull upwards on the rewind knob to pop the back of the camera open. You can now remove the film canister from the camera.